That's right. Your eyes don't deceive you. That title is indeed correct. This is my very, 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 very first time playing the Fate Stay Night visual novel. The first time reading it. Now, have I ever seen screenshots? Have I ever went out of my way to watch like certain scenes from the visual novel? Yes, but I've never sat down and digested the whole thing myself. If that makes any sense. And a big reason why I'm starting the visual novel is because there are so many fans out there, you might be one of them, who believes that the visual novel is like the Bible. That if you want to get into the Fate series, you absolutely 100% need to play the visual novel. Now, me, I never started the visual novel again, never played it, never did anything like that. And I consider myself a pretty big Fate fan, but every now and then, honestly, almost on a daily basis, there's somebody online, whether we're talking about Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, whatever, who's boasting about being a visual novel reader and putting everyone like myself down for being casuals. So, with that said, because I've been literally getting bombarded by these type of people almost on a daily basis for the past couple of years, I decided, you know what? I always meant to be playing this game. That doesn't make sense. I always meant for this to happen, for me to actually sit down and play the visual novel, but I'm a busy person in real life, and I heard that each route takes roughly 20 to 30 hours, depending on how many endings you unlock or how fast you are with reading. But yeah, I just didn't really have the time for that. But I think right now, with New Year's, with the new year and everything, I think this is the best time for me to start this. So with that said as well, I usually start series, anime, manga, video games, whatever it is, with zero expectations. And I'm trying my best to play this with zero biases and zero expectations. But the thing is, again, after years of being bombarded with people talking about the visual novel as if it's the gospel, I can't help but have high expectations. So, by the end of this, whether it's 6 months down the road, whether it's a year down the road, when I'm done with all the routes, if I don't come out an enlightened human being, as if I just saw Jesus' testicles and I just learned everything there is to know about the Fate universe, then I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know how disappointed I am or how unpleased I am. So if you're a visual novel reader or player or whatever, that you guys are the reasons why I have high expectations now, because I just can't help it. I just can't help but have high expectations for this series. So again, I don't know anything about Réalta. I've watched Unlimited Blade Works. I tried watching the Dean version of the Réalta thing, the Saber route, so to speak. Couldn't get through it. So this is basically a new story for me. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, if my expectations seem high, it's your fault, not mine. So let's go ahead and see what this visual novel is all about, all right? So exit the menu. And I by the way, I did download this like a couple days ago, like C1.3. I think I'm uploading this at 1.5. So yeah, I did just recently download it, and I made sure that everything is, running smoothly. Let's go ahead and get started. It was a thrust like lightning, a spearhead thrust to pierce my heart. Trying to dodge it would be useless. Being lightning, it's invisible to the human eye. But the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by the moonlight that tries to save me. Clang! A beautiful sound. No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she's wearing is not beautiful at all. Damn, that's kind of fucked up. And as unrefined as the cold night, as the cold stay night. The sound wasn't beautiful at all. That's kind of redundant, but okay. It was actually the sound of steel. I thought you just said it's heavier than steel, so what? Okay, whatever. It's just that the night is beautiful enough to turn it into a charming sound, like a bell. Excuse me. By the way, this is gonna be an uncut, unedited series. Ooh! Yeah, I am in JP. She asks in a voice that lights up the darkness. We all know this scene. Okay. Cool, cool. I'm glad to... Oh. Alright, are you done talking? Alright. Yes, the contract has been completed. when she chose me as her master. I'm sure I swore to help her too. The moonlight still lights up the darkness. As if following the night's example, the shed again falls silent. Time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second, but I remember the scene vividly, even when I've gone to hell. Ooh, that's deep, bro. The face slightly turned. The quiet green eyes. The instant becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizing her sways in the wind. A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight. All right then. Fatal. Fatal. Is it going to say stay night? What is it? Okay. It says fate. Fatal. This is a story from 10 years ago. I don't know why the voice changed. It just changed. I'm watching someone I know very well. A tall man with a deep-featured face who, to my knowledge, has never told a joke, is patting my head. Is this... Okay, 10 years ago. Okay, I think I know who this is. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use. So to be more accurate, he's grabbing my head and mashing it around. I guess that's only to be expected. After all, that's the first time he's ever patted my head. Okay, so it is. I sort of got never played this. Okay, Tokiomi. I answered the deep voice with a polite, yes. The man patting my head nods once. Let's go, and stands up. So, that was it. If I'd known then that it was our final moment together, I would have made him laugh with my best jokes. Well then, damn. The best joke is like saying Hassan is better than Jack. I think that's the best joke you could have told him. I had practiced telling jokes a lot, in hope that I could bring a smile to his grave face. I guess you could say I was sad that I couldn't tell him any of them. Oh, look at Rin. Alright. This is the same voice as Tokiomi from Zero, right? I assume it is. I'll try to take care of myself, I promise. Even though he said such things, I guess he was still worried. He told me about the heirloom jewels, the jewels inherited from the master, and how to manage the basement. As he was telling me all the things I didn't yet know, I realized even as a child that, most likely, he wouldn't be coming back. A war had started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. Hashtag World War III, by the way. But the only ones at war were 7 people. In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable. But here it's a different story, as the ones in conflict are Magi. Or Magi. I actually don't know. I think it's Magi. The 7 Magi, each from a different faction, had started to compete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did that his time was near. He was actually quite confident in Zero, at least. I don't know. Again, this is the visual novel, so this is more accurate depiction of the characters. Let me go drink some tea while you're talking. Some good tea right there. Okay, understood, father. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher, as well as my father. I'm getting into these roles, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Otosama, you're dead as fuck. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but I shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great magus. Among Magi, there are only obstinate people. In the whole world, I don't think anyone had a better character than his. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. Your sister, though, okay, let's not... That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he left me in the end. Okay. I understand. Can you talk any slower? Should I let them talk or should I just skip if I'm done reading it? I don't know. In the end, he left me those words as a magus and not as a father. That is why at that moment, my path was determined. Alright. And she did. It's only natural for a student to follow the words of their teacher, unless the teacher's a pedophile or something like that. Since then, through many twists and turns, I, Tosaka Rin, have matured. It has been 10 years since the winter day on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The events I have never forgotten about is about to start. Alright. Ooh, this is getting spicy. 131. Oh, I should have started the series at 131. But who cares? I started it anyway. Let's do this. Okay, 131. Each episode will be about 30 minutes long, maybe 40 minutes. Alright. So it's us waking up. Something is ringing. Bring. Yeah, urusai, bitch. The sound doesn't stop. It rings loudly as if I'm an enemy. Yeah, this is young, like Tosaka Rin voice going on. This is weird. I mean, like the voice actress, not Tosaka Rin herself. It should let me sleep in a bit longer. No, it has to let me sleep in. I was deciphering my father's will until early this morning, and I've used up too much mana, which means I need mana transfer, which equals sex. In other words, my mind and body are horny as hell. I'm gonna be ad-libbing a lot of this, by the way. Alright. Bring. The alarm clock doesn't speak my language. No shit. So why does the ringing sound like it's telling me, you're going to be late? Yeah, being late is indeed bad. Though that depends on the situation. I'm a good student. I don't want to brag or anything, but maybe I can get to school at the last moment just for today. I feel like I shouldn't keep the voices on just because they talk so, like, slow. Which, I mean, it's realistic because, you know, it's actually them being in character. Huh? Isn't that strange? Yeah, this is gonna come back to bite you in the ass, by the way. I look at the alarm clock drowsily. The clock is pointing exactly at 7, just like the 7 Masters. Wow. I usually get up at 6:30, so the spare 30 minutes have been already used up. I fucked up that sentence. Oh, why can't I think when I wake up? I stare at the alarm clock for several seconds. Shutting it off, I decide to get out of bed. Alright, awesome. We're up and about. I'm the same way. I can't get up, like, instantaneously. Passing through the cold hallway, I enter the cold living room. You need to turn on your heater, fam. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Biyuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning, it's as cold as any other city. I can even see my breath indoors. And on top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm it up. Just wait. You're about to get a hot man to warm you up. Turning on the heater, I head to the bathroom. At times like this, living on your own is inconvenient. If there were someone to wake up before me, the living room, which would be warm by now. I don't know what this voice is. It's just weird. I'm sorry. I wash my face at the sink. I brush my long hair. I was going to brush my teeth and get ready. A cold morning, a cold sink. The only advantage is that the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. Yeah, somewhat. I get what you're saying. I tie my ribbon, and I'm all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7, and I'm a bit disappointed. Alright. Then again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running to school anyway. It is a custom of the Tosaka family to act with composure and elegance at all times. Alright, is that right? Taking a custom like that seriously must mean that my family originated from a very high-class background. Indeed. Owning this old Western-styled mansion is proof of that. And on top of it, the Tosaka family is a bloodline of sorcerers able to use the power of magic. Okay? If you're talking about age, our family has an ancient history.
まあ自慢できることでもないんだけど。
Shut up, you were definitely bragging. Actually, I can't speak openly about it at all. Oh, by the way, I, Tosaka Rin, am a magus. I could not have guessed. Who on earth can I brag to like that? I mean, they're still rich. Like, I don't know. Magic is just what it sounds like. Magic. I don't care if you get ideas like abracadabra or whatever. You can just think of us as people who do strange things by casting spells. Though it's not like we fly around on brooms or make stars appear with a wave of a wand. Well, we could do that, but we don't bother as it's kind of meaningless. We're basically heretics who hide ourselves from the world. We're prohibited from standing out, and even if we weren't, we would rather be at home studying magic. On top of that, the word sorcerer is completely inaccurate. I don't know why I went English there for a sec. To be precise, there are only 5 sorcerers in the world. Things no one can do. Things beyond the ability of modern science. The ones who can make such miracles are the ones we call sorcerers. Miracles that can never be achieved, regardless of time or effort, those we call sorcery. Those things that are mysterious, but achievable with time and effort, those we call magic. That's why what I do is called magic, rather than sorcery. It's complicated, but that's how it is, so just accept it. Alright, okay, cool. To be honest, the modern world doesn't recognize the existence of magi. As we believe, or is it magi or magi? I don't know. Control and learn things that are immeasurable. Our existence is incompatible with the modern world because it's kind of meaningless. Going to a normal school and becoming a normal adult will bring you far more happiness than studying magic. Human technology is great. In the past few hundred years, it has been leading the way ahead of magic. Yeah, you got that right. Nothing is impossible for humans. The miracles once only possible through magic are now tools and not miraculous at all. Still, magic has its good points. Just as there are things possible only through science, there are also things possible only through magic. It was the master of the Tosaka family who said that if science is moving toward the future, magic is moving toward the past. Something about the past and the future ending up at the same place? Everything always running toward the 0 point. Fate 0, huh? Okay, let's put off all these difficult discussions. They should wait until we're old. Well, okay then. Tosaka-rin. Finishing breakfast, I grab my bag. Boom. Yeah, you better bring that pendant. It's gonna work real wonders later. I don't really want to take the thing to school, but it'd be a waste just to leave it here. Then you should probably keep it in the house? I mean, whatever. No, that's an understatement. It's much stronger than that. I found this after decoding father's will last night. It contains the equivalent of 10 years of my magical energy. Wow! There was said to be an heirloom. That's worded weirdly, and this might well be it. We, the Magi of Tosaka, are skilled at the transformation of Bawa. We put our magical energy into jewels whenever we have free time. To put it simply, the jewels are bullets, and we are the gun. The only other thing I can say I received from my father is a magic crest of the Tosaka family engraved on my left arm. In essence, this is the proof of the successor, and it's like a tattoo that condenses all the inherited magic of the Tosaka family. Cool story, bro. Cool story. I'll put the pendant, I don't know why I went to that voice, which can now be said to be my father's memento, into my pocket. Okay. It's 7:30. I should get going or I'll be late for school. Yeah, don't be late for school. That's not a good thing to do. Alright, here's the German stuff going on. I weave my words with magical energy quickly. Being a magus, I can't let my guard down when leaving my house, even though there's never been a single robber, wandering child, nor a stray cat. And I don't think my neighbor has ever come to say hello either. Damn, your neighbor
別
sucks.
にいいけどね。野良猫でさえ入ってこないってどういうことよ。
I don't know. Your house is scary or something. I'll look up at the mansion I've grown so accustomed to over the years. Fuyuki is certainly a strange city, with many Western-styled houses on this side of the town, and an area full of Japanese-styled houses just beyond the intersection. I guess it's because many foreign families came to live here a long time ago. But even so, I don't see many foreigners around here now. Yeah, there's not too many foreigners in Fate Grand Order either, so, it is what it is. There's a foreigner cemetery in the new city across the river, but only has the graves of the first generation of families.
日本の土が合わなかったのかな。
That's hot. I'll go to the church and ask the priest sometime. Oh dear! Oh dear! He knows about lots of boring things. Yeah, I bet he does. I bet he does.
あれ
Stepping outside, I feel a certain incongruity.
なんだろう。思ったより静かなんですけど。
It's especially quiet with no sense of morning's noisiness. At 7:30, the street should be filled with students going to school and people going to
ま
work.
あこういう日もあるか。
Okay. Perhaps everyone slept in today. Come on. It's unusually cold, so I bet everyone's still wrapped up in their warm beds. Yeah? It's pretty cold where I live right now, I'm not gonna lie.
ああけどさすが。
It's strange that I haven't seen even one student so far. At 7:30, you can usually see people. I'm sorry if I keep scratching my nose. I don't know why it's like insanely itchy. And there. But I'm the only person at the school gates. And looks like the clubs are just starting their morning practice. In other words, the only explanation is... Oh shit! Yeah, I'm up early for sure.
やっぱりそうきたか。
Indeed. With a small sigh, I turned to the girl who addressed me. Ohio, motherfucker. This girl, speaking so frankly, is Mitsuzuri Ayako. She's my classmate in class 2A, and there are a lot of stories about her.
おはよう、みつづりさん。つかのことを聞くけど、今何時だかわかる？
何時って7時前じゃない。
Oh shit. We woke up hella early. She waves her hand in front of me, wondering if I'm alright. She's one of the few friends who knows I am not a morning person. Same. In other words, she thinks I'm not fully awake yet.
うちの時計1時間早かったみたい。しかもの。
Yeah, you gotta fix that, fam. Or else.
目覚まし時計はおろか、柱時計まできっかり早まってた。
Really, just what's going on here? Did father arrange for all the clocks to go mad when the pendant was removed from the basement?
どうぞか。
気にしないで。別に大したことじゃないから。
ええ。弓道部は問題児も多いし、上手いのが一人減ったからね。
Damn.
4月の新入生。
そう。
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, after I'm done reading what they say, I'm not gonna let them finish talking because it's a lot of dialogue.
あ、ついでだから見ていく？登坂が見学する分には男どももよろ。
Why? Is it because I'm hot?
弓道部か。
Yeah, hell yeah, the archery club. I have 3 acquaintances in the archery club. One is Ayako, the person before me right now, and the other 2 are people I barely talk to. And for one of those 2, the word acquaintance doesn't really suffice. I became friends with Ayako because I had been watching the archery club from afar.
そうね。様子を見るだけなら付き合う
Kind of weird, but okay, that's cool.
早く来すぎたからやることもないし。
よし、じゃあ善は急げ。早速行こう。
I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm being quiet. It's just because like I'm focused on okay, whatever. The impressive archery range is one of our school's outstanding aspects. Perhaps the director is just interested in archery, but the range is much too fancy for a mere school club. It's called plot devices, fam. By the way, let me know if the audio sounds okay, if like their voices are too loud or if I'm too loud or whatever. I don't know. Happy about something, Ayako drags me in by the hand. It's a bad habit of hers. She talks like a guy when she's expressing her true feelings. Like a guy. God. Fuck guys, I'm just kidding. As Ayako said, there's no one in here. While sipping hot tea, let me go do that right now. Some good tea right there. We prepare for today's class. The tea tastes really good in this open winter environment. You got that right.
さて、単刀直入に聞くけど、そっちの調子はどうなのよ、遠坂。
So, as there's no one else around, Ayako comes straight out and asks me a ridiculous question.
ほんと、いきなり本題にその言い分
Judging...
だと
Oh
そっち
shit,
は
I
もう
thought
見つけた
it
ん
was
だ
my turn to talk, whatever.
ノーコメント。
No
遠坂
commento.
が手を沸かすまではこっちも秘密さ。で、どうなのよ。
こっちもノーコメントってあなたに隠してもどうせ見抜かれるか。綾子の方はお互いのんびりしてる余裕はないはずだけど。
I feel like I need to disable voices so I could be the ones reading things. I don't know. You guys let me know if that's a better way to play this, but...
ことがことでしょ。
Because again, I'm a noob when it comes to VNs, or this VN in particular, but yeah.
勝手に決めて私に負けるのも嫌？
I guess so.
もちろん。私にとって重要なのはあんたを任すことだもの。何が手に入るとか、何を手に入れるとかは二の次よ。
She laughs boldly. Damn, I want more talking lines, damn it. Give me more lines.
ええ、初めて会った時に言ったでしょ。あんたとはそういう関係にあるんだって。
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna disable voices next episode. Yes, she did indeed. But let me know, guys. Let me know. I was certainly surprised when at our first meeting, she said we'd probably end up with a kill or be killed relationship. Or in other words, unless we go all out against each other, we'll never really be friends. I agreed with her on that. And that's why we've had a friend or foe relationship for 2 years.
ところでさ、
Cool.
私たちなんでこんな話してるんだっけ？
なんでって言い出したのは遠坂でしょ。あんたがいつまでも彼氏がいないのは女としてどうよなんてこぼすもんだから。なら3年になる前にどっちが先に男作るかって勝負
I
にな
mean,
ったん
we
じゃ
know
ない
who gets a boyfriend later, so yeah.
ああ、そうだった。売り言葉に買い言葉ってやつだった。
ええ、今時子供でも交わさない約束だけど、どんな結果になろうと負けた方はおとなしく勝者に従うこと。
Aiko laughs. Honestly, she's so serious about this. Mitsuzuri Ayako is such a difficult person to deal with. Shh. Though I can't wait to beat Ayako either, so neither of us are people you want to deal with.
そう。けど三辻さん、楽しむのは結構だけど、目的を違えないよう気をつけなさい。
わかってるって。遠坂より早く遠坂が心底羨ましがるようなまあ私たちにとってはそれが一番厄介な問題なんだが、どんなにいい男だろうと。
Aiko sighs heavily. To my knowledge, Mitsuzuri Aiko, can you just call her Ayako or something? Is said to hate men. Oh, all right. Finally learned something new after 30 minutes of playing this game. Rumors are never to be trusted, however, as she suggested this match. Rather than hating men, I think she just didn't have a chance. But that aside...
ちょっと、私たちって何よ、私たちって。断っておきますけど、私はそっちと違って冷血感じゃありません。
You got that right.
ああ、それ嘘。もしくは気づいていないだけ。今まで数えきれないぐらい告白されたくせに、一つも色良い返事してないじゃない。少しでも興味があるなら付き合おうって思う。
She's too busy being a mage, bro.
なのに断り続けるってことは、
You wouldn't understand, you filthy non-VN reading motherfucker.
発想が貧困ね。その場合、すでに好きな相手がいるから断ってるって話もある。
That's right. That's very true. Very good point.
すっごい美談。いいね、そういうの。ロマンだな。
Aiko nods seriously, not making fun of me. Her sigh says, Wouldn't it be nice if that was the case? Jeez. I really can't keep anything from her. God!
私もそう思う。
Well, it's exactly as she says. I know myself how cold I am. Okay?
認めるわ。私、こと恋愛に関しては素人。
そういうこと。
You know you were watching Shiro fail on that little like pole thing.
で、もうじき7時か。秘密の話はこの辺にしとこう。いつ人がやってくるかわからないし、朝になったら
まあ、三辻さんにもそういう世間体があったなんて意外だわ。
あんたほど筋金入ってないけどね。私の世間体なんて遠坂凛に
I'm sorry if I'm making a weird face. It's just that like I want to talk over them, but yeah. Aiko gives an exaggerated sigh. Both of the teas she made are now empty, and it's my turn to make it. My turn! Me, Tosaka Rin, the head of the Tosaka family. Okay, I'll
遠坂
stop.
はどうして部活に入らないのよ。運動神経がないなんてされ事は聞かないからね。
Damn.
あら、肺活量では三辻さんに負けたわよ、私。
Damn, calling her fat?
やったー、重さで天気が上回ったって
Oh, damn.
体重で勝っても嬉しくないってのよ、このタヌキ。
Call me a fox? Oh, you bitch? I'm just kidding. Aiko slams on the table. BAM!
危ない。お茶がこぼれるでしょ、三辻さん。
I'm 90% sure I'm gonna disable the voices.
うるさい。私は首相である前に遠坂のライバルだ。
You decide.
部員がいなけりゃあんたに食ってかかるのは当然よ。
Aiko looks at me with narrowed eyes. This girl has her own sense of beauty, and she always says beautiful people have to do some kind of martial arts. I don't know why I made that voice. She's a bold person experienced in most martial arts. She joined the archery club with no experience and is now the captain as if it were only natural. Archery class, Ayako when? She's probably one of the top 3 people in the school you should never disobey, regardless of gender.
あら、部員がいなければ首相じゃないなんて問題発言じゃないそれ。
問題発言なもんですか。
Yo, this cutscene's long.
私はお飾り
This
の首
cutscene's
相だ
long
から
as fuck.
できることって言ったら不良。私以上にしゃが立派なやつがいるんだから、首相としての面目なんてないわ。
そうなの？藤村先生、三辻さんは
あの人がそう言うんなら、そりゃ少しは自信が持てるけど、まあ。
そうそう。噂をすれば影。そろそろ部員がやってくる頃でしょ。
Okay.
何？見ていかないの？シャ。
No, I'm gonna leave, bro.
遠くから眺める分にはいいけどね。
Just as I rise, someone enters the range.
おはようございます、首相。
Okay.
ああ、おはようマト。
Hello, Sakura.
今朝は一人？
はい。力になれず申し訳ありません。
It's okay, Sakura. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on
本人が
yourself.
弓をやらないって言うんなら無理をさせても仕方がない。
Oh dear. Aiko addresses the club member who just entered. I think my echo just went off. Okay, whatever.
それじゃあ失礼するわ。また後でね、三辻さん。
Bye bye.
ああ、また後でね、遠坂。
Yo, the way Sakura is looking at me right now, I don't know how I
お
feel.
疲れ様です、遠坂先輩。ありがとう。
Okay.
さくらもしっかりね。
Okay. Cool. All right. I think that's a perfect way to end the very first episode of this Fate Stay Night Réalta visual novel Let's Play. I hope you guys somewhat enjoyed the voices I was making. I think I'm 90% sure I'm going to disable the voices in the game just so I could, step in because I feel like I'm being too quiet and I don't want to talk over them anyway. And I don't know. I feel like it ruins the experience not only for me, but probably for you guys. Let me know if I should disable the voices, if I should keep it in. I don't know. You guys gotta let me know. Again, this is my first time playing the visual novel. And if you guys are wondering, yes, it's the one without the hentai scenes. It's patched without it. I don't want to deal with editing that stuff out. So yeah, Just give me a bunch of suggestions. Don't spoil anything now, because again, this is pretty much my first time experiencing this story. But just give me suggestions on what I should do, what I should disable, if the volume sounds all right, if the voices should still be in, so on and so forth. So yeah, like the video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it because you are a VN elitist and I just offended you earlier or something. And yeah, comment down below, let me know what you think, and of course subscribe to become a supporting character to me, the main character, because without you guys, I'd be the only character. And that would suck dick. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.